Right, guys, now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Am I audible, guys? Now please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Am I audible? Guys, now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Everybody please respond to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Am I audible? Please type in questions box, guys. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Type in questions box. Please all of you confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Yes. All right. Good morning, guys. All right. Now, in the last class, just given the explanation for so what is full stack Java, then what is its requirement, what content here we are going to understand in full stack Java. Only these points here we understood in the last class. Okay. All right. Anyway, then today I'm going to list out all the topics what you are having in full stack Java, sorry, in a core Java. Then after that, we are going to start the core Java content directly. All right, sir. I think yesterday is only one class I have taken in this batch now. The remaining part here we are going to understand now. Observe carefully. All right, sir. Now, if you take a core Java syllabus, the content here what I'm going to take now, core Java. Just I'm going to list out all the topics, then after that I'll start the explanation for that individual each and every content. Okay, now directly we can understand the first one is what their introduction here we are going to understand. Now inside this introduction we are going to understand somewhat theory, what is the requirement to come for Java programming language and what is the need of Java programming language over that other programming languages like C and C++. These things we are going to understand mainly. After that, after completion of this, the next one is like what there steps to prepare first Java application. Steps to prepare first Java application. Inside this, what you are going to understand, how to download Java software from internet, how to install it in our system, what setups we are going to provide for Java in our system, the Java setups. After completion of the Java setups, the next one is what there, how to write Java program, how to install Java editor, how to compile Java program, and how to execute Java program. All the points we are going to understand clearly. This is in the case of like what there, steps to prepare first Java application. Next one is language fundamentals. Third topic is what there, language fundamentals. Inside this language fundamentals, what we are going to understand directly in basics of the programming in the sense like what, how to declare a variable, then what are the various data types which are available, then how to perform typecasting, how is it possible to write if conditions and the switch blocks, loops, for loop, while loop, do while loop. So these basics, these fundamentals of the programming languages we are going to understand inside this language fundamentals. It's okay, fine. After this, after completion of this language fundamentals care, the next concept is like what there? Object orientation. The next one is what there? Object orientation. This is the most important one inside the core Java. If you want to give 100 stars there we can provide this 100 stars. Inside these verbs, what we are going to understand there, classes, abstract classes, interfaces. Next one is what there, methods. After completion of this, object creation process, how objects are going to be created. Constructors, this keyword, instance context. Next one is a static keyword, static context. Then after that, singleton classes, factory methods. After completion of this, next one is what there, associations, and before that main method and its importance, associations, one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many associations, inheritance concept, super keyword, after that polymorphism, and so on and so on and so on. So many topics are available. All these topics that we are going to understand. Object orientation that we are going to understand. Okay, fine. Once we completed this object orientation, the next one is what there, wrapper classes. For every primitive data type, we are going to provide a separate class type. For every primitive data type, we are going to provide what there, a separate class type. So that is what there, wrapper class. So for byte class is available. For short class is available. For integer class is available. For long class is available. For float is available. For character class is available. For every primitive data type, there is a separate class type. So they are what their wrapper classes that we are going to understand clearly. After that, the next one is what their inner classes. What is the meaning of these inner classes now? Declaring a class inside another class. Declaring a class inside another class. That is what their inner class. So number of inner classes are available like what? Method inner class, like a local inner class, method local inner class, static inner class, member inner class, anonymous inner class, all the things that we are going to understand. After completion of these inner classes, then we are going to use what their packages, next topic. Declaring a package, use the different packages, predefined packages, importing the packages, how to access the package content, their jar files, executable jar files and batch files, all the topics we are going to understand inside these packages now. After this, after completion of this packages topic, the next one is what? After this, packages are completed. Next one is string operations, string manipulations. This is an important one. You can understand it like what the 25 number of stars if you want to give weightage for it. Now this is like what the string manipulations. What is the meaning of this string manipulations actually? String operations. If you have a string, finding the length of the string, that means number of characters inside a string, and performing concatenation operation, performing trim operations, and converting lowercase letters to uppercase letters, converting uppercase letters to lowercase letters. Then after substrings and the split operations. So many operations are available. Nearly 25 number of methods are available inside this string of manipulations. All we are going to understand that we are going to use them frequently in our applications. Inside the string manipulations, there we are going to use string class, string buffer class, and string tokenizer. So many things that we are going to use. This is about like what they're string manipulations. After the string manipulations, then what next one here we are going to understand? Exception handling. The next one is what there? Exception handling. This is also one of the important content. If you want to give number of stars there we can provide 50 stars. That means weightage is available like that. Exception handling. What is an error? What is an exception? How many types of exceptions are available? Checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions, pure checked exceptions, partially checked exceptions, throw keyword, throws keyword. After this, try catch finally, user defined exceptions, and so on. They are the topics we are going to understand inside like what their exception handling. Okay, you'll understand clearly when the topics are coming. But now I'm going to list out all the topics. What are the topics I'm going to discuss inside the core Java? I'm going to give list of the topics. Leave this point here. After this, the next one is what there, multi-threading. This also being, if you want to give stars there we can give nearly 50 stars for this multi-threading. So thread is a flow of execution. If you see, after preparing our program, If you want to run this program, definitely we need a thread. To execute a program, we need a thread. That means we need a flow of execution. Only one flow of execution if we allow to execute the program, it may take a lot of time. When a lot of time is taking, performance of the application will be reduced. Where to improve the performance, we need to allow more than one thread. So we need to have an environment to create more than one thread and to execute more than one thread at a time over our program. So that environment is nothing but what their multi-threaded environment. That environment is what their multi-threaded environment. So where inside this multi-threading, how we are going to create a thread, how to execute more than one thread and analyze that thread's execution. After completion of this thread step, in how many ways we are able to create threads? In two ways, by extending thread class. Second one is by implementing runnable interface. Why we are having these two types now? What is the difference between these two? After that, thread life cycle, like a new or born state, runnable state, running state, dead state, blocked state, like this, number of states. After, after that, synchronization, how to provide data consistency over the thread's execution, synchronization. After that, inter-thread communication. After completion of that inter-thread communication, like what there, thread local. After that, deadlocks. These many things we are going to understand in multi-threading directly. Right, so then after this, after completion of this multi-threading, the next one is we are going to understand IO streams, the next topic now. IO stands for input and output streams. In C and C++, we can perform the input and output operations with the predefined functions. Printf is a predefined function to take input data. That means to display some data on console. Scanf is another input function to take the input data to the C program. So where input and output operations are available, we are going to use some predefined libraries to perform this input and output operations. Similarly, in Java, if you want to perform input and output operations, there we have to use some predefined library. There we have to use some predefined things. That predefined things are what? They're streams. Stream is a channel or medium which allows the data in continuous flow from input devices to the Java program and from Java program to the output devices. Stream is a channel or medium which allows the data in a continuous flow from input devices to the Java program and from Java program to output devices. That's the meaning of like what the stream. Observe carefully. After understanding that stream now, how many types of streams are available? Two types of streams: byte-oriented streams, character-oriented streams. Again, byte-oriented streams are divided into two types: input stream, output stream. Character-oriented streams are divided into two types, like a reader and a writer. After understanding these types of the streams now, file operations we are going to understand. File operations. How to read data from a particular file to Java program. How to send data from Java program to a particular file. These are the file operations. After the dynamic input approaches. Dynamic input approaches in the sense like what you are thinking there. While executing the program, I want to provide some input to data. While executing our program, we want to provide some input to data. Inside the program, we are going to take the data at runtime while executing the program. See, providing data before executing the program is okay. That is a static input. But providing input to data at the time of executing our program at runtime, that is what their dynamic input. There are multiple options to take this dynamic input by using buffer data maybe, by using like what their scanner maybe, by using console, we are able to take the dynamic input directly. Understand the point clearly, what I'm telling to you. All right, sir. Then whenever we have taken the dynamic input now, next one is serialization is a topic, not synchronization. Synchronization is different and serialization is different. After that, we are going to understand externalization. After completion of this externalization, file system in Java. By that, we are able to complete what their IO streams. Once we completed these IO streams, the next topic here, what we are going to understand, networking. By using networking, we are able to prepare distributed applications. By using networking, we are able to prepare what they are distributed applications. With these distributed applications, we can prepare charting kind of application. Right, two users are available. One user will send message to the other user. Other user will send another message to what their present user. Like this, we can prepare the charting application. That inside the class, we will prepare the charting application here. but this is somewhat outdated. This is somewhat outdated, but still I will discuss about it. Why? Because I need this topic basics. I need these concepts as a basic for web services in the future technology. Because of that reason, even though it is an outdated topic, but still I'm going to discuss about this content there directly. Next one is after that, RMI, remote method invocation. This also be somewhat outdated, but still I'm going to discuss about it because of the future purpose, because of the future content purpose. Remote method invocation. What is the meaning of this remote method invocation? I'll define a method in one computer and I want to access it from another computer. Understand the point here? I'll define a method in one computer and I'm going to access that method from another computer. This is called as what? The remote method invocation. Right, so that we are going to understand inside the class now directly. After completion of this networking and remote method invocation, after this, the next one is what there? There we are going to understand arrays topic. There we are going to understand here arrays. After this arrays, next one is what there? Collection framework. Arrays in the sense, what is the meaning of this arrays now? By using a single variable, I want to represent multiple values. In general, one variable can store one value, but one variable I want to maintain with multiple values. There we are going to use what there? Array. To represent multiple values in Java, there we are going to use what there? Array. That is one point. Next one is collection framework. What is that next one? You know, collection framework. So in general, what is collection object actually? In general, object is going to store data. Object is not another one. Object is a memory block. Object is going to store some data in general. But my point is what? I need an object. This object has to store multiple objects. I need one object. It has to store multiple objects. It should not store the data directly. One object has to store some other objects, a group of other objects. Now this object is called a collection object. That object is called as what? Their collection object. All right, where we are going to discuss different collections related content. Lists are available. Array list is available. Linked list is available. Queue is available. Stack is available. Okay, then after this, sets are available. Hash set, linked hash set, sorted set, navigable set, and tree set. Next one is queues are available. Priority queue, like linked priority queue. Then DQs, array DQ, like this. After completion of this, maps are available. Key value pairs. Right, hash map, linked hash map. Next one is what? The weak hash map, identity hash map, sorted map, navigable map, tree map, hash table, properties, dictionary. So these many things we are going to understand inside the collection framework. Now this is also be one of the important topic. There we are able to give 100 stars for this. Here IO seems is also be okay. Just we can give some 10 stars like this. If you want to give weightage for it, no, then we are able to give what there? 10 stars. Right, sir. It's okay, fine. After this, after completion of this collection framework, there we are going to use generics. The purpose of this generics is what there? And a simple point. You are not going to understand it, no, but as a simple statement I'm giving here. Type safety is not going on with the collections by default. Right, sir? Now, type less or maybe strong typeness is not available in the collections. Weak typeness is going on with the collections. In collections, if you want to improve typeness, in collections, if you want to improve typeness, there we are going to use what there? Collections, sorry, generics. That's the purpose of the generics that we are going to understand. And one more point I'm telling no, just I'm giving only overview of the total syllabus, what I'm going to discuss with the core Java. Only the point is what there, I have to list out all the statements now. But along with that list out now, for each and every topic, one statement, some description I'm giving there. Not required, just I can give list out the content here now. But I'm giving a little bit information about the topics now. Understand it clearly. Right, so now, generics, here we are understanding here. After completion of the generics, the next one is what there? Internationalization, another topic. What is that another topic here we are going to understand there? Internationalization. What is the meaning of this internationalization? Say for example, if we take some countries in outside, Germany is a country. They don't like English. They like their own language. But if I prepare a software, if I give that software in English to the German people, they're unable to use my software. So I have to provide the software in German language. Understand my point here? I need to give service support in what language? That German. Similarly, Italian users, they don't know English. They know about their local language only. So my software have to provide its services in Italian language. Chinese, they're far away from English. They don't know anything about English. They knows about their language only, Chinese language only. Still, my project has to provide services in what? Their Chinese language. That means my project has to provide services in the user's locality as per the user local languages. Right. Providing that kind of service in our projects is called as what? Their internationalization. Preparing Java applications as per the user's locality. Preparing Java applications as per the user's locality is called as what? Their internationalization. Everybody understand the point clearly? After this, after completion of this internationalization, the next topic here we are going to use a reflection API. Observe carefully, what is the purpose of this reflection API now? For example, I prepared a Java program. Inside the Java program, how many classes we have used? How many classes we have used? How many variables we have used in a class? How many methods we have prepared in a class? How many constructors we have prepared in a class? I want to get the total analysis. To get the total analysis about a particular program, there we are going to use what? Their reflection API. Reflection API is to understand the number of classes, number of methods, number of variables which were used in a particular class. That's the meaning of that reflection API. Next one is annotations is a topic. All of you observe carefully. Previously, in the olden days, application development is going on with XML documents. In enterprise applications, we are going to use XML files to provide some data to the applications at runtime. But with XML, so many problems are available. Maintaining XML documents is not a simple thing, a heavyweight solution. To overcome this problem, Java has provided a simple syntax inside the Java, that is what? Their annotations. Annotations is an alternative for what? Their XML documents in Java. After introducing these annotations now, the total XML content, XML documents are removed from Java applications. People are not depending on the XML documents at present. People are depending on what? Their annotations only. I forget my point, it's okay, fine. Next one is, after that, the next point is, listen carefully, JVM architecture. JVM architecture. What is going on inside the JVM architecture? First of all, what is this JVM? Java Virtual Machine. For what purpose we are using this JVM? To execute Java programs. To execute C program, we are having C engine. To execute C++ program, we are having C++ engine. Similarly, to execute Java program, we need a mission. That mission is what? There, JVM. Java Virtual Machine. That's the meaning of the JVM. Understand it clearly. After this, inside the JVM, what components are available? Class loaders are available. Bootstrap class loader, application class loader, extension class loader, like class loaders. About them, we are going to understand. After completion of this, memory management system is available. How many types of memories are available in Java? Like what? There, heap memory, method area, stack memory, native methods stack, then PC registers. Like 5 types of memories are available. About them, we are going to understand. Execution engine. Inside the execution engine, interpreter is available. Interpreter and JIT compiler, just-in-time compiler. Next one is a garbage collector. Okay, profiles, hotspots. And so my point, Java native library, Java native interface. So many concepts are available. About them, we are going to understand clearly in JVM architecture. After this, after completion of the JVM architecture, next one is what there? Garbage collections. The next topic is like what there? Garbage collections. In Java, we are going to prepare the objects, but no need to destroy the objects by the developer. Developers are not required to destroy the objects. Why developers are not destroying the objects? No. In Java, garbage collector is available. It will destroy the objects. Object is a memory block. As per the requirement, we are going to create number of objects. Just we are going to create the number of objects. We are not going to take any responsibility of destroying the objects. Why? Because in Java, garbage collector tool is available. That garbage collector is going to destroy the objects. Understand the point clearly? After completion of this garbage collector, right, sir. Next one is after completion of this garbage collection. Next one is regular expressions. Next topic is what are the regular expressions. This topic main purpose is what there. Understand it now. Regular expressions main content is some defining some patterns, checking the strings against to this pattern, preparing one pattern, checking string against to this pattern. Say for example, email ID is available. For the email ID, a set of rules and regulations are available. By following that set of rules and regulations, I will define one pattern for that email ID. Now in the application, I have one email ID. I want to check whether this email ID is as per these rules and regulations or not. Whether this email ID is following the same pattern or not. My point, that email ID I'm going to check. Not only that, date of birth values are available. Date of birth values are having some rules and regulations. First we have to provide date. Next one is a month. Next one is year. Between the date, month, year, hyphen symbols are required. This is my pattern. The rules and regulations I'm going to keep in a pattern. When date of birth value is provided by user, I will check the date of birth is against to this particular pattern, whether date of birth value is right or wrong. So this entire environment, the total study is nothing but what there? Regular expressions. The topic is what there? Regular expressions. That's it. There we are going to understand it. In general, we are going to use regular expressions in data validations topic. What concepts there? Data validations. We are going to understand that in the future, not immediately. After completion of this, some outdated topics are available. Just I'm giving list now, but I'm not going to discuss about it now. AWT is an outdated. For that, I'm going to give video support only, not required. This is like what they're outdated, purely outdated topic, not required. And Spring is also available, outdated. For that, I'm going to take what their videos content only. No need to think about it. These two are even we can avoid it, not required to learn. But I have my previous batch videos are available, old batch videos are available that I will share if you're particular about these two concepts. Otherwise, you can avoid these two concepts directly. After completion of this, AWT and Spring, the next one is like what there. There we can understand Java 8 version features. Java 8 version features are available. Java 8 version features. So many features are available. Inside the Java 8 version, mainly two things. One is what there? Lambda expressions. And the second one is what there? Stream API. Lambda expressions, and the second one is what there? Stream API. These two are mandatory for us. Okay, Java 8 version is a successful version because of these two concepts only that we are going to understand effectively. After completion of this, Java 9 version features. Inside the Java 9 version also be number of features are available. Like what the interactive command is available. Understand it now. Interactive command. That means writing Java program directly in command prompt. Small snippets. Okay, JPMS is another topic. JPMS. Right, so now Java programming module platform, that means module system, Java programming module system. That modules concept is available. They are the important concepts inside the Java 9 version features. After that, next one is what the Java 10 version features. Java 10 version features. After the Java 10 version features, and so on and so on and so on. Almost all. Observe carefully. 37th topic, Java 22 version features. That's it. Java 22 version features. Java 8 to Java 9 versions are having so many features, no? Next, Java 10 to Java 22. Each version contains one or two useful features only. Just one or two useful features only, not all the features there. Understand the points what I'm telling there. Because of that reason, just we are going to understand the required features there in a very well manner up to all the content there. So overall, we are going to discuss like what topics there, no, up to Java 22nd version features we are going to understand. Right, so now this is a total syllabus here what we are getting clear. Observe carefully what we are discussing now. First one is what there, introduction, steps to prepare, first application, language fundamentals, hooks concepts, wrapper classes, inner classes, packages, string manipulations, exception handling, multi-threading, IO streams, networking, RMI, arrays, collection framework, then generics, internationalization, reflection API, annotations. This annotation topic is required for us in the future. When we go for like what there, advanced level, we are going to use annotations on in place of this XML. JVM architecture, garbage collections, regular expressions. Remember, two things are not required. Java 8 version feature is also important. Then 50 source here we can provide them. All the remaining concepts are okay, namesake. That means, but I'm going to discuss each and every point effectively. But importance point of view, they are the important concepts what we are having inside the Java. Right, so now this is the total story about like what their core Java, what we are getting it. All of you are getting clarity on these points, no? Right, sir. Okay, sir, good. Now, after completion of this total concept inside the core Java, then what next one here we are going to understand there. Introduction topic here I'm going to start today. Directly, we are going to understand what their introduction. Are you understanding it? What exactly the concepts here I'm discussing now? If you understand the full stack Java content here, these many concepts are available in full stack Java. Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, web services, Oracle Basic UI, Angular or React.js, Linux, AWS, DevOps, and testing tools. These many things are available in full stack Java. Out of this full stack Java, the topic what I started with you is what their core Java. In core Java, what content is available? That everything here I provided. When I'm going to start advanced Java, there I will discuss about the required concepts. When I'm going to start Spring framework, there I will list out all the topics what we are going to have. Like this, we are able to have some content. After this, now in core Java, now we are going to start what their introduction part. Introduction part here we are going to start. Right now, observe carefully. In introduction, what topics here we are going to understand inside the introduction now. In introduction, mainly we are going to have the topics like what there. First one is Java history. Java history. And the second topic is what there. Differences between Java and others. Others in the sense there we can understand C and C++. Differences between Java and others, C and C++. Next one is Java futures. Then what is it next one here now? Java futures. After the Java futures, the next one is Java naming conventions. Java naming conventions. After the Java naming conventions, Java programming format. Java programming format. Overall, these are the topics which are available under what their introduction parts can. First one is what their Java history. Next one is what their differences between Java and others, C, C++. Next one is what their Java features. Next one is Java naming conventions. Then after that, Java programming format. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? These are the topics what we are having inside the introduction part here. All right. Now, observe carefully. We are going to start the Java history, the very first topic. Java history. Right. In Java history, we are going to understand why Java programming language was introduced to the market, why it is available. All these points here we are going to understand. See this now. Now tell me, all of you now tell me, when the first version of the Java was provided. Now, which company has provided Java programming language? Sun Microsystems has provided Java programming language. What is that company there? Sun Microsystems has provided Java programming language. Fine. For what purpose Sun Microsystems has provided Java programming language? For what purpose that Sun Microsystems has provided Java programming language? If you understand it, no, I'll give some clarity, understand it clearly. In a 1991, guys, observe carefully. In a 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on and so on and so on. Come on, guys. Now tell me, what is the point here I'm telling there? In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. Got it? What I'm telling to you? This is exactly the requirement of the Sun Microsystems to prepare a Java programming language. And I'm saying that a new programming language. That new programming language is what there? Java only. In which year the roots are started? In which year that intention was available with Sun Microsystems? 1991. Understand it clearly? Fine. For the above requirement, Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. All of you understand the point here? To prepare this new programming language, Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling. I think this name is very much famous in outside. James Gosling and Patrick Nathan, and it has started a project named Green. The Sun Microsystems has started a project named what there? Green. Part of the Green project only that Sun Microsystems wants to prepare new programming language. Is it? All of you are getting clarity on this? Don't worry, I will share this document also to all of you now. Within 1 or 2 days of time, I will share this total document. Whatever the class notes I'm preparing inside the class note, that everything I will share with you. Observe carefully. All right, sir. It's okay, fine. For the above requirement, Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton, and it has started a project named Green Project. And it has started a project named what there? Green Project. Fine. Next one is after that. In Green Project, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language with the following features. With what features that Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language? In Green Project, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Wants to prepare a new programming language with the following features. What features that Sun Microsystems wants to include in their new programming language? If we come for this point, mainly three features. The first one is what their simple programming language, and the second one is what their tight coded programming language, and the next one is what their architectural neutral programming language. Mainly they are the three features that Sun Microsystems wants to provide in their new programming language. All right, sir. Then just we are going to have some elaborated information about it. Then what is the meaning of this simple programming language? What Sun Microsystems has given definition for this simple. All of you observe carefully. Sun Microsystems has taken three factors under this simple programming language. What are the three factors now? First one is lesser execution time. First one is what there? Lesser execution time. If it is in less execution time, automatically performance of the end product will be improved. If execution time is more, performance will be less. If execution time is lesser, performance will be more. This is the equation that Sun Microsystems has followed. That's why the first point under this simple programming language is what there? Less execution time. Less execution time in the sense to improve the performance of the end product. To improve end product's performance. Right, sir. Number two, less memory. That new programming language has to take less memory to run its applications. Less execution time is at one side, less memory. Memory components are costful actually. For example, by using my new programming language, if I prepare a product, if it takes more memory, automatic cost of the product will be increased. If it takes less memory, cost of the product will be reduced. When cost is reduced, more customers are identified for that particular product. If cost is more, less number of customers are identified for the particular product. So less memory in the sense what there, less cost for the end product. Less cost for the end product. Less execution time in the sense more performance of the end product. Less memory in the sense what there, less cost for the end product. Next one is less power or maybe energy. Less energy or less power. What is the meaning of this less power or less energy? No. The point is what? Observe carefully. What is the initial requirement of the Sun Microsystems, guys? Now tell me. Initial requirement is what there? They want to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for what? Electronic consumer devices. Like example for it is what there? Remote controllers, cable TV switch boxes and so on. Understand the point clearly? If you think this is a remote controller where two components are available, hardware component and a software component. Inside the remote controller, two components are available, hardware and software. If the interaction between hardware and software is more, automatically more energy consumption is going to be happen. If the interaction between hardware and software is less energy consumption is going to be happen. Energy consumption in the sense what there? Batteries consumption. Battery consumption. If more interaction, more battery consumption. Less hardware interaction, less battery consumption. If the less battery consumption, lifetime of the battery will be more, maintenance cost of the end product will be reduced. If the battery consumption is more, lifetime of the battery will be less, automatically more maintenance cost will be available for the product. So that energy consumption or maybe like what their power consumption is nothing but what their battery consumption. Right, sir. Now less power or energy consumption in the sense like what their less maintenance cost for the end product. Less maintenance cost for the end product. Observe carefully. Less maintenance cost for the end product. So these are the three reasons why that Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a simple programming language. Understand my point clearly? Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language with the three features. What are the three features? No, first one is what there? Simple programming language. The second one is what there? tight coded, and the third one is what there, architectural neutral. What is the meaning of the simple programming language? That programming language should take less execution time, less memory, and less power consumption or less energy consumption. Then only that programming language is what there, a simple programming language. Now let's move on to the next one. What about this next one? You know, tight coded. All of you observe carefully, tight coded. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language? Observe carefully. If any programming language takes less instructions to implement a particular task, then that programming language is called tight coded programming language. If any programming language takes less instructions to implement a particular task, then that programming language is called a tight coded programming language. If any programming language takes more number of instructions to implement a particular task, then it is called loose coded programming language. The programming language is what there, loose coded, but less number of instructions in the sense what there, tight coded programming language. Say for example, in a C programming language, guys observe carefully, in a C programming language, if you want to perform stack operations, stack is one of the data structure, we already aware about it. Stack is what there, one of the data structure, already we aware about it. If you want to take this stack up, is a data structure where three operations are available. What are the three operations? No, push, and the second one is what there, pop, and the third one is what there, for example, peek. Three operations are available. In C programming language, to perform push operation, on an average it will take 20 lines of code. To perform pop operation, on an average we are going to take what there, again 20 lines of code. To perform peek operation, again here we are going to take like what there, 20 lines of code. Is it all of you get my point or not? To perform this push, pop, peek now, how many lines of code here we are going to take now? 20 lines of code, 20 lines of code, 20 lines of code. Like this here we are able to take. Understand it clear? Overall, how many instructions here we are going to take to perform the total stack operations here now? There we can understand total 60 lines of code here we are going to take. To perform the stack operations, nearly 60 lines of code we are going to take inside what there, C programming language. Everybody understand my point clearly now? But if we take Java, in Java, if we take now, how we are going to perform the stack operations here? Stack S is equal to new stack, object I created, S dot push, some A element, S dot pop, S dot peek. Observe carefully. Now check this one. If you understand this clearly, how many statements here we have taken there? No, here 4 lines of code only here we have taken. Understand my point here? If we take like what the Java stack predefined class is available, create an object, perform push operation by using a method push, perform pop operation by using a method pop, perform peek operation by using a method peek. What is the meaning of push operation actually? Push in the sense insert an element. Pop in the sense what there? Read and remove. Read and remove. Find the top of the element and remove it. What is the peek operation? Just only to find what is the top of the stack. That's it, but not remove. Only finding what is the top of the element, but not remove. Finding the element, that's enough. Not removing that. That's a peek operation that we are going to understand. Right, sir? Clear? Now tell me, in a C programming language, how many statements are available to perform the stack operation? 60 lines of code. In the case of Java, how many statements are available? Only 4 statements. Only 4 lines of code is available. I'll forget my point on only 4 lines of code. Understand it clearly. So, which one is a tight coded programming language and which one is a loose coded programming language? Here C is what they're taking more number of instructions. So C is what they're loose coded programming language. Loose coded programming language. loose coded programming language. Why? Because it has taken how many instructions? No, more number of instructions. Java is what there? Now tell me. Java is tight coded programming language. Java is what there? Tight coded programming language. Why? Because it takes less number of instructions. When it is taking less number of instructions, automatically Java is what there? Tight coded programming language. Now this is the second option here. What we are having like this tight coded programming language point of view here we understood. All of you getting it or not? After that, so not to worry for it. I will share this document to you clearly, but try to put focus on the explanation here now. Whatever the document I'm preparing now, then everything I will provide you. Not to worry for it. Now tell me, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language with three features. What are the three features now? Tell me. Simple, tight coded, architectural, neutral. What is the meaning of simple now? Tell me. What is the meaning of simple? Less execution time, less memory, less energy consumption. What's the meaning of tight coded? What's the meaning of tight coded? With less number of instructions, we are going to achieve a particular task. Number of instructions are very less. That is what their tight coded programming language. Then what's the last one here? Now tell me. Architectural neutral programming language. Right. Now let us understand the next one here. Architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral, the third feature can nothing sir, very simple. Observe carefully. If any programming language allows its applications to run under all the hardware systems, if any programming language allows its applications to run under all the hardware systems, any type of hardware system, here architecture in the sense hardware system, if our programming language is bounded with only one particular hardware system, then there is architectural dependent programming language. But if any programming language allows its applications to run under all the hardware systems, to run under like what there all the hardware systems, any of the hardware, maybe in mobile phones or maybe in our computers, maybe in parking systems, parking meters, maybe in a signaling system, maybe in like what there different devices. If your Java programming, that means if the programming language allows its applications to run under all the types of hardware systems, then that particular programming language is what the architectural neutral programming language. From this particular point only, platform independent topic is derived. Platform independent, the concept is derived from this particular topic only, from this architectural neutral only. I'll forget my point or not? So because of this reason also, Java is what there, a portable programming language. It can run under all the hardware systems, under all the operating systems. Now the point is what there, if any programming language allows its applications to run under all the hardware systems, then that programming language is called an architectural neutral programming language. That thing is called as what there, an architectural neutral programming language. There's a point here we have to understand. The best example is what there, Java only. Java is an architectural neutral. Why? Because Java allows its applications to run under all the hardware systems, to run under all the operating systems. The Java is a hardware independent and as well as what there, operating system independent. Understand my point clearly now? Right, sir. This is about like what there, architectural neutral programming language. Right, sir. These are overall three features what Sun Microsystems wants to include in their new programming language. Right, sir. What are the three features? No, simple, tight coded, architectural neutral. All of you know, tell me what is simple programming language? Less memory, less execution time, less energy consumption. What is the meaning of tight coded? Less number of instructions and achieving more implementation. What is that architectural neutral? Allows to execute in all the hardware systems, compatible with all the hardware systems, should not bound with any one particular hardware system. It must execute its applications under all the hardware systems. Now this is exactly the meaning of like what they, that features that what Sun Microsystems wants to include. Leave this one. All right, sir. Okay, fine. Finally, what happened? This is a paper plan. Just it is a plan, what they want to implement. Observe carefully. In 1991, Sun Microsystems has started preparing new programming language. Okay. Sun Microsystems completed. Sun Microsystems completed the new programming language at the end of 1992. That took nearly 2 years of time. Now we are at 1992. Understand it now? It was prepared. Programming language was created. Sun Microsystems started preparing new programming language in 1992. Sun Microsystems completed the new programming language at the end of 1992. Finally, 2 years of time they have taken. Finally, they completed the new programming language. Next one is what there. Sun Microsystems wants to give a name to that new programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to give a name to the new programming language. Understand it clearly. Right. James Gosling has suggested the name Work to the new programming language. Why? Because he always likes to see oak tree through his cabin window. Understand it here. At Sun Microsystems, James Gosling has a cabin. To that cabin, there is a window. Through that window, he always likes to see a particular tree. The name of the tree is what their oak. By having this opinion, James Gosling has suggested the name oak to the new programming language. Why? Because he always likes to see oak tree through his cabin window. But what happened there? But Sun Microsystems has rejected the James Gosling option. Why? Because what is the reason for it? Now, why? Because Sun Microsystems found that the name Vogue was already an existing programming language name. That's it. All of you understand it clearly. What is the point here I'm telling there? But Sun Microsystems has rejected the James Gosling's opinion. Why? Because Sun Microsystems found that the name Vogue was already an existing programming language name. All of you are getting clarity on this point, what I am giving there? James Gosling has given the name Vogue, but Sun Microsystems has rejected. Why? Because at 1992, at the end of 1992, there are so many programming languages. There one of the programming language name is what? The same Vogue. If you give the same name again to our new programming language, you may lose the identity of the new programming language. Everybody they are thinking this is an extension of the old programming language only. That's why Sun Microsystems has rejected that name. Later on, all Sun engineers, understand it clearly, all Sun engineers have suggested the name Java to the new programming language. Have suggested the name Java to the new programming language as they used to take Java coffee in their cafeteria, Understand it clearly? As in their cafeteria, as they used to take the brand labeled coffee at their cafeteria. Because of that reason, they have suggested that name to the Sun Microsystems. Sir, all I forget my point or not? Why the name Java is coming to our programming language? This is the reason. We don't have any abbreviations for JAVA. Simply the reason is what there. All Sun engineers, they used to take a brand labeled coffee at their cafeteria. That's why they suggested this name to the Sun Microsystems. Right, sir. All Sun engineers have suggested the name Java to the new programming language as they used to take a brand labeled coffee, as they used to take Java coffee, Java coffee in their cafeteria. Here Sun Microsystems has accepted the name Java and announced the name of the new programming language as Java, and announced the new programming language name as what? The new programming language name Java. That's it. Because of this particular reason, the name Java is coming into the picture. Strictly speaking, what is this Java? If you think about it, no, Java is one of the island name in Indonesia. Java is what? Their island name in Indonesia is an island. Understand it now. That place is famous for coffee trees and coffee powder. With the place name only, that coffee powder was released to the market. Unfortunately, that coffee powder was used by Sun Microsystems cafeteria and to supply coffee for their employees. Then by having that particular thought only, Sun engineers have decided they want to give this name to the new programming language. Because of that reason, we have the name is like what? Their Java. Understand it clearly? Right, so now this is about the name background of this particular one. Okay, right, so now observe carefully. At the end of 1992, Sun Microsystems, at the end of 1992, Sun Microsystems has prepared the first product on the basis of Java programming language, that is Sun Microsystems has prepared the very first product on the basis of Java programming language, that is Star 7. It is a remote controller. It's what? The remote controller. It is a failure product. It's a failure product. No customer is identified. No customer is identified for the Star 7 product. Sun Microsystems has waited until the mid of 1994 to find the customer. Sir, now try to understand it here. What is the point here I'm telling there? At the end of 1992, Sun Microsystems has prepared the first product on the basis of Java programming language, that is Star 7. It is a remote controller. It is a failure product. No customer is identified for Star 7 product. All right, Sun Microsystems has waited until the mid of 1994 to find the customer. Understand it clearly? Okay, it's a failure product. Observe carefully. In the mid of 1994, there is a boom for www part of the internet. www part of the internet, where the key component is what? Their browser. The browser is having very good demand in the mid of 1994. Now we are at mid of 1994. Understand it clearly. In the mid of 1994, there was a boom for the browsers as part of the www in internet. Understand my point here? There is a boom. Okay, because of that reason, so Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new browser on the basis of Java, on the basis of Java programming language. That Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new browser. Okay, Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan have taken the responsibility of preparing new browser. Understand my point clearly? Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan, they are the two members who have taken responsibility of preparing new browser. They completed preparing new browser at the end of 1995, and they have given a name to the browser. They have given a name Hard Java to the browser. Everybody understand my point clearly? hard Java browser, they are given the name. Because of this reason, most of the people are thinking at the end of 1995, Java programming language was provided. No, this is not true. At the end of the 1995, what was prepared here? Hard Java browser. It is a browser, not Java programming language. Understand my point here now? Then by the time, then observe carefully, this is a successful product. It was a successful product, and Sun Microsystems decided to release Java programming language, and Sun Microsystems has introduced Java programming language in 1996 January month. In 1996 January month, that Sun Microsystems has provided the Java programming language. Understand it clearly. With the name like what there? JDK 1.0. Understand it here? With the name what there? JDK 1.0. This is the major version. JDK 1.0 is the main version. Understand it clearly. JDK 1.1 is a namesake version only. After that again, JDK 1.2 is a very good version. At present, whatever the Java we are understanding, where 70% of the Java was prepared in JDK 1.2 version. 70% of the Java, at present, whatever the Java we are observing, 70% of the Java was prepared in 1.2 version only. Observe carefully. Then again, JDK 1.3 and JDK 1.4 are namesake versions, just short-term versions only. Next one is JDK 1.5 is a big version again. There are huge number of enhancements are available. More and more updations are provided in 1.5 version. Next one is the JDK 1.6 version and the JDK 1.7 version are again namesake only. JDK 1.8 version is like what there? Again major update. It has the major updations. Huge more and more number of updations are available. Again JDK 1.9 and JDK 1.10 both are namesake versions only, and JDK 1.11 is again what there is a major update. Understand one more point here I'm telling there. Up to JDK 1.6, Sun Microsystems has the Java. Sun Microsystems has maintained Java. Right from JDK 1.7 version onwards, it was given to Oracle Corporation. The changes here I'm telling there. Right from JDK 1.7 version, Sun Microsystems, that is Oracle Corporation, has taken Java totally from Sun Microsystems. Okay, fine. Right from JDK 11 version onwards, Java is what their licensed version for corporate users. Not for the students, not for the teachers, not for individual developers. If you are working with any company, that company must take license from Oracle Corporation to use Java. Java is licensed for what their corporate users. And before that, up to JDK 1.10, Java versions are released for yearly wise, 2 years once, 3 years once, like the Java versions are released. But right from JDK 1.11 version onwards, Java releases are happen for every 6 months of time. For every 6 months of time, that some Oracle Corporation wants to release Java separately. Understand it clearly? Okay, sir. Now this is completed. After this, next one is JDK 1.12, JDK 1.13 namesake versions only. Now the next major version is what there? JDK 1.14 is the next major version. JDK 1.14 is the next major version. Then after that, JDK 1.15, JDK 1.16, again namesake only. JDK 1.17 is a major version. Then after this, JDK 1.18 and JDK 1.19 are again like what there? Namesake versions only. JDK 1.20 is again like what there? Namesake version. That means major version. Now JDK 1.21 and JDK 1.22 namesake version. Next version may be the like what their major version. Long term support here we are able to get. Understand my point here? This is the evolution process of what their Java. At present, what version of the Java is available there? JDK 1.22 version is available. Understand it clearly. But now I'm giving there that very good tempo is available up to Java 1.8 version, sir. Right from 1.9 version onwards, Java is a normal programming language. Understand my point? Why? Because up to 1.8 version, that features and everything is extraordinary features in Java. The remaining version features are what there? A simple copy from other programming languages. Seriously, I'm telling you. Then right from Java 9 version onwards, all the latest versions are getting some copy from what their other programming languages. Some features from Python, some other features from like what there Ruby, some other features are from what there Kotlin, might be some different languages are available from there. The features are copied. But means features are available there, but here also the same type of features are available. Understand it? What I'm telling you now. Okay, whatever it may be, but still Java is a leading programming language in outside that we have to understand. So what Sun Microsystems or Oracle has given inside the Java, that we have to understand. Whether useful or not useful, that is a secondary. If they're given a feature or not, that we have to think, then we are going to discuss about the content clearly inside our content. Right, so now this is about like what the Java history, that part here we understood. After this Java history, the next one is like what I'm telling to you. Differences between Java and others. Differences between Java and others. Okay, now this topic I want to discuss with you tomorrow. That's it. Now tomorrow onwards, we are going to discuss about this content now. Again, I'm telling there, I think some of your new members, within few days of time, after a few days of time, I'm going to take your classes at 8:30. Please recognize this. They're not at 7 o'clock. After a few days of time, I'm going to take your class at 8:30. I think in the first demo class also, we are given the same information. Right, within few days of time. But when I'm going to take the classes, from which date onwards, I'm going to take the class at 8:30. I'll give that intimation to you before 2 to 3 days, But remember it, within very soon. I'm going to take your classes at what time? 8:30, not at 7 o'clock. Okay, that's all. That's all, guys. That's all for today. Then tomorrow we'll meet, and tomorrow we'll see the remaining content. Thank you. Thanks a lot.